I decided to redo the 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies. And I'm actually going to give 2 versions. Because one, it has less calories in it and less carbs. 1 cup peanut butter, 1 cup sugar, and 1 egg. And the other is 1 cup Splenda, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 1 cup peanut butter, and 1 egg. That recipe has a little bit more than half the calories. Like one's 200 calories and the other one's 190 to 200 calories, and the other one's about 100 calories. So it's about half, roughly. But in both cases, you put them at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 8 to 10 minutes. It's very important that you keep a close eye on them. You're supposed to use parchment paper, but I've always used non-stick cooking spray, and so did my best friend. She's the one that gave me the recipe. She had been making it for years upon years. And you roll them into a ball. Each little spoonful or forkful. I recommend using a fork, that way you don't dirty as many dishes. You'll understand why in just a minute. You roll them up into a small bowl, and then when you put it down on the pan, you flatten it out with your fork, vertical and horizontal, as far down as you can. And it has 2 purposes. One is to flatten it out so that it gets done, and 2, so that it looks pretty. And you get it out as soon as the bottom starts getting a little bit brown, and you turn off the stove and you put it on top of the turn off the oven and put it on top of the stove, or somewhere where it's not exposed to heat anymore, because otherwise they will burn. And once they're set, you have to put them in some kind of airtight container, whether it's a bowl with a lid, or which is what my best friend always did, or sandwich bags, or quart-sized bags, or whatever you have. Just something that keeps the air out, because if you don't, they'll get hard. You know them biscuits where you can hear them being pounded on the table, and they're so hard they break your teeth. That's how hard they get. So, but I haven't tried the Splenda recipe, although I've heard it's really good. Next time I make it, because I use the granulated sugar. I buy it when I catch it on granulated Splenda. I use that. I do it when I find it on sale. I do use it sometimes, but not all the time, simply because of the price. But it helped me to lose weight and keep weight off. And I don't remember if I've given the update before or not, but in the next, it won't be until July that it actually starts. But technically, between now and September, I'm supposed to have all 4 of my back procedures done that are left before they do the final one, which will last 11 months. Well, 9 months to a year, but usually it's 11 months to a year. And occasionally it even lasts a little bit longer than a year, but the average person, it lasts 9 months to a year. And it can last for 6 months, but the way that it's lasted me, because it typically only lasts 2 weeks, but it lasts me longer than that. I mean, the first 2 weeks is the honeymoon period, where it's like the best I've ever experienced, and then, you know, a month later it's still not as bad as it was, and 2 months later it's still not as bad as it was, but after that it starts getting bad again. But The only rule is it has to be, there has to be a week in between. So, like, July 21st is when the third one is scheduled, because I've already had the other two done. It's a total of 6. The fourth one, they're going to do July 28th. So, they can schedule it every week or two until it's all done. But I just wanted to give that little life update as well. Okay. I hope you try this recipe and enjoy it, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay, goodbye.